Hello there, and welcome to, I guess the massive attack? So what this is a video of the first time that Brute Squad successfully downed the massive attack operation. And this being said, I'm going to tell you right now, this footage has been sitting on my computer for probably about 3 million years, maybe a little bit longer. So the strategies you're seeing and the I guess troop selections and all of the things, heck, for that matter, even the people hitting, like last DFA or Death from Above and Creech in this attack, like these people aren't even still hanging around for the most part. Like there's a lot of people who are, but you know what I'm saying. So, yes, this is massive mother attacker. So, this is a massive attack operation. I'm just kind of going through the attacks in double speed because when you get up to this point and things start getting really crazy, it kind of turns into this weird, like 50-minute long video to show all of the attacks. Like, if you were to watch the replays of every attack, it gets crazy long because you're looking at, you know, like 20 to 25 attacks, a couple of minutes per attack, and all the things get crazy. Obviously, some attacks are shorter than others, but in the grand, really, Stu, you gonna do that? Stu's still around. Actually, so is Rue. So, anyways, I've been trying to put this together, and I've been trying to put it together for so long, and honestly, it kind of got put off because I may have opened my big dumb yap and declared things, and the beating of the MA at the time seemed like, you know, it would take a lot of growth and change, and the problem I run into is, you know, the Brute Squad puts it together and makes it happen, and then I'm stuck in the awkward position of having to eat some hot peppers. So, that is part of the reason that things got so delayed, and that is still coming, but it's going to have to be in a different video because it's been so long. I really want to get this out because I am super proud of everybody who at the time was part of Brute Squad, and really, for that matter, everybody who is now currently a member of the task force, because I just, like, on a daily basis see attacks that are so stellar and so impressive and so enjoyable to watch. I wanted to, you know, throw the shed out and finally get around to doing this so that other people out there who maybe aren't lucky enough to be on a task force with thought-great people. Oh my goodness gracious, the words are gone out of my mouth. For people who don't get to see these high-end operations, they can check them out, see what's happening, see, you know, why certain people play this game exclusively to be part of the super awesome, I guess, obstravaganza? Okay, well, obstravaganza works for me. I don't care. So, Crunch also still kicking it. I think possibly under a different account. I can't remember if he's Crunch Space One now or another. It doesn't matter. Really, I'm not going to get into this. The whole point is, though, some of these strats are also very much changed. So if you find yourself looking for the strats, don't necessarily use these. Obviously, they do work in the grand scheme of things because we're going through and we're winning the internet way back, way back in the day. But what I'm saying is, like, we have found a lot of new ways to do things. Because what happens when you reach these high-end attacks and you start, or high-end ops and doing the attacks and high-end, I guess they're high-end attacks too, is, you know, certain cores that used to be maybe, let's say, 2 or 3 excuse me, attacks, are now cores that you need to take out in 1 or 2 attacks, just purely based on the fact that you're almost guaranteed to get one nasty base that's gonna suck up like 4 to 6 hits. So if you've got one core using 4 to 6 hits, the remaining of the cores need to be like under 2 or 3, because you're gonna run out of attacks if they're not. And if you're really unlucky, you'll have like 2 cores that need 6 hits each, like say something like a strategy or strategize. Strategy for your strategize your strategies? I don't know. I'm giving up on it. And like, as you can see, we're kind of going through and trying to brute our way through all these crazy places. But when it comes right down to it, oh man, there are much nicer, smoother, quicker ways. And I know there's tons of videos out there with these strats. Also, if you're not familiar with the strats, on Telegram, there's also a chat group by the Hub Inc. Fellas and lasses? I don't know, is lass the female of fella? The guys and gals of the Hub Inc. have just an absolutely amazing strategic breakdown for anyone who wants to join. It's not an exclusive club or anything. Like, if you want to learn how to boom beach as good as the pros, that's where you go to learn it. And I'm not gonna lie, I have learned a lot. Probably not as much as I should, but I have learned a lot from looking at the different things they do, and it's nice because they show different versions of each base, so like different defensive layouts, things that change up, you know, things that are pretty much always the same, and it allows you to really get a lot of insight and information from people who have been doing this since, like, I don't know, what's pre-Scorcher? I feel like pre-Scorcher. I don't even know if Massive Attack existed in the game that far back, but, like, you get the idea, right? Ha, RF. Oh, buddy. Yeah, buddy. So, anyways, 100%, take a look on Telegram. You might be able to find some super cool, super fancy little strats, and obviously all over the YouTubes there's all kinds of videos showing how to go through and everything. I kind of like looking at the Telegram stuff just because they actually like draw in where all the shocks are gonna be and where all your smokes are gonna be, and you can just count it up and, you know, use an energy calculator and figure out really quickly, like, oh, I'm gonna need to do this in order to do that, and yada yada yada, and blah blah blah. And, you know, I'm kind of simple, so I like it when someone just tells me, like, here's your answer, have fun with the internets, good night. Now, that all being said, videos are also really nice to be able to watch because you can see it in live. It gives you an idea for, like, timing of your shocks, timing of your smokes, timing of your flares, all those crazy things. So maybe an amalgamation of both is the best bet, but I'm not gonna make any decisions for anyone. I'm just throwing out that there are some fantastic resources if you're looking to get into the high-end op game. Also, I know that the tour guys also, like, they have hoppers who are incredibly experienced. It's not like your normal hopper networks where like people are in, they do their attack without caring what's happening in the rest of the operation. They just kind of like, they're in, they hit, and they bounce as fast as possible. They're not necessarily there to help the team, they're there to help themselves in some cases. I'm not gonna say like none of them are trying to help the team either, because obviously that happens. But I'm just saying, like, the tour guys take it truly like next level. They're very much more specific and picky on who their hoppers can be, so not just anyone can be a hopper for them. And they'll hang around, they'll help you with strategies, they'll do all of these things. And honestly, they were a very large part of us being able to pull this off and to make our first massive attacks happen. Because back when this, you know, in this time frame, I guess, we were really struggling. We were struggling just to get through DC. Now, that being said, like, do not get me wrong, we've got MA on farm. Like, you know, we do MA and half the people don't get to attack because it goes down so fast and so easy. And I'm not complaining. It's certainly not a bad problem to have. But at the same time, you know, like, whatevs. And they're actually just because I do have videos queued up. I've got our first Forlorn. Well, my goodness, the mouth on me today. It's because I got all the beard mustache flowing into my mouth. It's clogging up my tongue. I'm getting hairballs. It's awful. Wake up in the middle of the night and I sound like a cat, just like, oh, and like beard comes out. It's rough. But hey, this is my problem, not yours. I'm not going to subject you to more information on that. What I am going to say, though, is this is obviously the first MA. I have more MAs from Brute just because they are beast, and you know, I definitely want to show off the super skills of the super guys and gals hanging out in Brute Squad. And also because, you know, like, I've got all this footage. It's just a matter of editing and getting everything figured out and put together. I have been doing the best I can. Hopefully, as the seasons change, things will fall into place and everybody will live much happier, and I'll be able to get more videos out and we'll be able to make things happen in the coolest possible way. So keep your eyes open. If you want to see more ops in the near future, Forlorn Hope, Massive Attack, both definitely coming. Obviously, if you want to see me in pain and suffering, there's going to be a hot pepper in my near future somewhere. I'm hoping not this weekend, but I do know I'm going to have some spare time this weekend, so I'm not going to say it won't be this weekend. Also, that being said, oh, why? Me and my big mouth. I had to make that mistake, but it will be fun. And I know I was talking about the I was talking about the strats, and how they've changed, and they're much different, and they've trimmed some of the fat off of the extra attacks. Connie is like such an absolutely perfect example of how our strats and our hits have changed so greatly. I almost hope it's in one of the other MA videos that I'm going to be able to get out for you guys in the near futures, because if it is, it's unbelievable. Like, we're sinking. This is what, the third hit into Connie, and like, Connie is a solo, maybe 2 hits now, and it's all thanks to super skillful and crazy players like Mezzo, Not even doing the hits, but just teaching us how to do the hits. Same with the tour guys and the hoppers. Like, they're, you know, giving us ideas on, oh, you should do this, you should do that, and this will make your things better, and because a lot of people have been involved, and obviously all deserve massive, massive thanks for all the time and effort. And then, of course, you know, again, the guys and gals of Brute who just keep stepping it up. Like, it gets harder, they step it up. It gets harder, they step it up. It gets harder, and they step it up. So it's been fantastic, especially because we have definitely gone through a few rough patches with problems of, you know, not having a full task force, struggling to get intel to be able to actually do massive attack on a daily basis or higher. Like, it takes a lot of intel every stinking day to make that stuff happen. And what is that? Oh my goodness. All right, there you go. There is an example of how crazy old this video is. That is Bullet using taunt back with his pre-nerf taunt size. Look at the size of that taunt. Oh my gosh. Oh, if we only had that still today. Oh, it's crazy. Like, half the map is taunted. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Alright, sorry, I had to geek out for a moment because, come on, it was Bullet back in the day. And, like, even before the taunt got nerfed, I guess even technically post-nerf, so many crazy things were done with, nice sparking by Mez. Getting 3 big sparks in there, that's beautiful to see. Sorry, getting distracted. You know how it is. So, even with the new, like, mini taunt, I guess we can call it, like, there are some crazy Bullet strats, lots of things going on, lots of things happening, and, my goodness, crazy. Seeing these old attacks, I'm just like, what happened? Hey, look at this guy, it's this guy, I remember this guy, oh my gosh. So, this path, I am almost dreading where this path is going to take me. It's okay-ish, I guess. It's not too bad, but there is a way nicer path right through. It puts you in a pretty darn good place, and clearly I was not using it at all. I don't understand how that happened, but oh, watch out for the rocket launchers in the rocket launcher place. So, Titanic is actually another one of those bases where we have trimmed it down from like a 4-hit base down to like a 2-hit base. And I look forward to hopefully showing you guys how we are doing that and having a good time. Talking about the crazy things that crazy people have been crazy doing. As you can see here, Mez is coming through, doing properly what I was attempting to do, and I did it wrong. He did it right. You get used to it. That's actually one of the reasons that I am putting this video together today, because I've already failed my op attack for today, so I don't have to worry about, you know, being online and getting things done for my attack and whatnot. And, oh wow, this is... Not often do you see tech crunch on the old MA, I gotta say, that's pretty intense. Good job? Wow. Hookah? Really? I don't know who PK is. They're no longer in the squad, but I guess it opens up that left-hand side after dumping a bunch of energy into sparking, and it adds up. Like, I see where they're going with this, but strange. Very strange. That being said, what else is going on here? Oh my goodness. So the Mega Crab that has just recently passed, I'm a spaz because I totally actually took some footage to show, like, oh yeah, this is kind of where I made it up to. It was like a family get-together because it was a long weekend in Canada and I believe also the States. But I guess, wow. Whatever that name was, my goodness. My goodness gracious. So anyways, sorry, distracted, again, as always. Shouldn't surprise anyone. I ended up making it to the 74th Mega Crab stage because that's just kind of where I ended up. And it worked out pretty good. I did obviously miss a whole bunch of attacks, unfortunately, just because it's kind of the way it rolls, right? But totally worth it. Had a ton of fun, and am super looking forward to the next Mega Crab, which proves to be very much fun. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but awesome job by Brute, taking down Massive Attack. This is the last hit. I don't even know if I actually recorded every single hit, and it was still over 45 minutes of gameplay footage, which is insane. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully this has been helpful, hopefully it's been entertaining, and hopefully you like hearing what's been going on with some Brutes. And most importantly, have yourselves a fantastic day!